is up, Evil Dead fans? I'm wearing a coat, it's a little cold out here. I turned the heater off so you can hear me a little better, but I want to cover a few things. I want to talk about some of the stuff I've gotten lately from a lot of really, really good people, and also the new Knights of Sumeria metal ring that I received from Kurt Eubank. And also, I'll cover right now the 3 for free thing. Now, I've been seeing in the comments from the last video about the 3 for free, people wanting the last spot for that. And I haven't made my decision yet. I'm going to let it go for a little bit, just because I want to give everybody a chance. I don't want people too late for the party, kind of thing. But I'm really, really happy with the response to that. And I do have a few people in mind for that spot. So, we'll see what happens. But if you're picked, I'll contact you and let you know. So, just stay tuned for that. And if you guys are still interested in it, or if you haven't heard about this before and you're interested, say something in the comments. That's what I want to see. I just don't want you here and me just pick out of these subscribers. I want somebody who wants it, somebody who deserves it. That's what I'm looking for. So that's covered right there. So let's get into some of the stuff I've gotten, and then into the ring. Also, when it comes to the Jacksonville chainsaw, I just finished the top. It is in paint right now. I want to go over the differences between that specific chainsaw and the Season 1, Episode 1 first appearance. I will cover that in a video coming up soon. First thing I got, and this is back from, some of this is back around Christmas time. I got this from Jason and Bobby Cox. Now, last year they sent me a Christmas card, and they sent me this one. And if I've covered this before, I'm sorry, but I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I did not. But they never let me down when they send me this kind of stuff. And I appreciate that. Jason Wade Cox and Bobby Cox are awesome. And after I'm done with this, all the people that I mentioned, I'm going to put them in the description below with a hashtag. Find them on Instagram. Follow them. Contact them. They're great people. Another thing I got was from one of the best people that I've met in this past year is Brandon Berry. Now, Brandon Berry, I've talked about him before, is one of the owners for feature presentation. And if you're looking to have a set or anything for a convention, things like that, contact him. I will put his stuff in the description. Like I said, I'll have a hashtag for you. But what he sent me was his custom card, Christmas card. It says, "To Brett, stay groovy, Brandon Berry." I love Brandon Berry. He is one of the best people that I know. And it says right here, feature presentations now for your feature.com 2019. I can't read the signature of the artist, but there it is. Oh, it's Brandon's signature. I'm stupid. There's Brandon's signature. I knew he did it. My brain was kind of getting screwy there for a second. Okay. Another thing, this right here, I was shocked and very happy to get. I was on Instagram, and there's an artist called A_groovy_artist. Now, he does drawings and things like that. He's built an Evil Dead chainsaw. I'm watching this channel, and he was doing a lot of drawings, artist rendering of characters from Evil Dead 2, and he did this Evil Ed. And I contacted him and said, "Hey man, if you don't want that, could I have that, or I'll buy it or whatever?" And he's like, "No, just have it, man." So when I received it, he sent me all of his Evil Dead drawings on stock cardboard or stock paper, and I will start with the one that I wanted originally and go with show the rest. And this guy is absolutely amazing, but this is the one that I wanted right off the bat. I love it. It reminds me of like Courage the Cowardly Dog, that kind of artistry, and I really, really like it. But that's the first one that's what I asked for, but he sent me all the rest. Now here's the other Evil Ed that he did, right there. And then it gets better from there, actually, because he sent me all of them. So you have Henrietta, his Henrietta rendering. And then there's more. Evil Ash right here. And then finally Ash. And I dig it. I really dig it. So what's going to happen with all this stuff that I've received is I will, and I think I've said this before, I don't know if I have, the set will be changed up from this kind of view. The other wall that you don't see has all my Evil Dead and all that stuff hung up. I have stuff I still need to hang up. Those items will be framed and put on the new set background with everything else. And if you want to send me something to put on there, contact me through Messenger on Brett's Groovy Chainsaws on Facebook, and I'll let you know how you can send me something like that. If that's what you want to do, I'm not asking for anything, but I'm just saying if that's something you want to see, something that you've drawn or anything like that, let me know, and I'll put it right there for you. Okay, so here we go. I've been kind of waving it around. Now, this was made by Kurt Eubank. Now, as you guys know, I am an admin on the Knights of Sumeria Facebook page. What he did for the admins is actually made a metal male Knights of Sumeria ring. All the details. Now, how did he make this? My guess is witchcraft. Basically, he's an alchemist. You know, I'm sure back in the day, if he would go back to medieval times, he'd be burned at the stake and be called a witch, and all the stuff he can do. But it's amazing, and let's get into a little bit of a close-up of this. And one thing, okay, I know that they're selling the resin rings. I have one of those, and I've showed that in the past, but I'm not going to show it really next to each other really close because I have kind of worn some of the paint off because I've worn the crap out of it. You know, that's just me. So it wouldn't be justifiable to compare it to that ring, even though when that was originally sent to me, the paint and everything was immaculate. It looked like a metal ring, but I personally have worn it down a little bit. Mine was pretty much one of my resin was one of the really kind of the experimental ones, really one of the first ones that were done. So I know they've improved, made them better with the paint, made them stick better. But it's just that was my fault. So I really can't compare that one, but I will compare it to my real female ring. And if you do want one of the resin rings, female or male, contact Kurt Eubank on the Knights of Sumeria page on Instagram at CB Studios, and he will help you out with that. So let's get to a close comparison of these two rings. Okay, right here you have the two rings. This one is the one that Kurt Eubank did. This is a screen-used female ring. One thing you'll notice is that gold wrap. Now, with this being a cast piece as well, you can't really get that gold. I could rub and buff that or paint that gold, but I really don't want to. I kind of like the whole silver look. As you can see, the female is an open back. The males did have a closed back. You can see the details are very, very close. And I haven't actually seen a real man-used ring, you know, the male ring in person. But I know the size is right since I had a cap last year at Chicago when I talked to Manuel from Il d'Italia, and he has one of the male rings. And he said, yes, that is the same size. He does have the other female hero ring, the other Zoe ring, and I have the other one. But if you look really close, let's get into the front detail. Right there, you can see how close everything really is. The size difference is something that's very, very noticeable. The male ring is quite a bit bigger, and this is the actual size. And it's supposed to fit your middle finger, but it really just depends on your fingers. The resin one was a little smaller, so I couldn't put it on my middle finger, but this one fits on my middle finger. Like I said, they're not the metal ones aren't for sale right now at all. They were just something that the admins of the KOS, the Knights of Sumeria Facebook page, got, and was made by Kurt Eubank, which is one of the admins. But they are selling the resin ones. The resin ones do look just as good as this, and I'm pretty sure they all have the gold wrap instead of just the plain silver. But they are producing those right now and selling those. If the metal ones come out and they want to sell them, I will let you guys know about that. But I'm not, just don't bug Kurt and Triple X Gothman Triple X about it, because they're going to tell you, no, we're not selling those right now. But they did such a fantastic job of all this stuff. Those guys are amazing. Really, they are. But just such a nice job. But yeah, there's the remake, and that's the original female ring. I wish I had a real male ring to put it next to it, but I don't. But yeah, I couldn't ask for anything better, because that thing is just beautiful. But that's really it for now, guys. Like I said, the next video I'm going to talk about the top differences between the episode 1, season 1 of Ash vs. Evil Dead chainsaw first appearance versus the season 2, episode 1 Jacksonville chainsaw, where he grabs it with his belt. I will go over that next time. I'll go over measurements, things like that. Until next time, you guys stay groovy.